subscribe to the channel. We are live.
Oh,
Jordan, how you doing?
what's going on, man?
Everything's going well. Hopefully, let's
Oh
kick it
man,
off with our number one topic. We were gonna start with Tyler Marsh. I'm gonna circle back to Tyler Marsh because I love Tyler Marsh. We're gonna talk straight about Cameron Brink. She has been killing it. She 2025. I'm gonna get some pictures here for y'all. Jordan, what are your thoughts about this? This is something you wanted to speak about. Obviously, the WNBA, they're showing, well, the athletes in the WNBA, they are more comfortable being themselves in their skin, and we love to see it. Jordan, what are your thoughts on this? Talk to me.
I think Cameron Brink is. I mean, she obviously has supermodel level looks.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely.
She's an incredible basketball player, right? Drafted, number 2 overall by the Sparks last year. Um, I think it's great marketing for the league. I think any publicity is good publicity. And I mean, she's this is great for her. And it's great for the league as well. I did want to, but when I did see this though, it did remind me of like when Shaquille O'Neal, guest starred
Angel Reese, unapologetic.
on yes on Angel Reese's podcast, and they were kind of walking around like sex and the WNBA, and I think this might be a good thing for the WNBA um to accept this. I think they shouldn't shy away from this when it comes to using it as appeal to grow the game. I'm not, agreeing with Shaq saying that they should all be wearing like booty shorts, and I don't agree with that as well. But I don't think that they should shy away from this. Um, when like because I was thinking, do you remember in like 2005, 2006, Dwayne Wade was named one of the most beautiful people in the whole world, you know and that definitely helped grow his popularity as well, and help grow the game. So I just think that this is something that they should run from and they should embrace.
Absolutely. And like even if she's not scantily clad or scantily, if she's not in a two piece or whatever, when
Right.
she's wearing her dresses, as people, as I've seen, women have gravitated towards Cam just watching her. How you doing, June Doll? They've gravitated towards Cam just wearing her dresses. Same thing with
Right.
Angel. Obviously, how that she's been in Louis Vuitton, etc. Like they
Right.
want to see women dress up. I'm talking about female audiences. They want to see
Right.
women dressed up like
Right.
women. They want to have someone to emulate, or someone to look up to, or someone to say, "Damn, this is that model who actually kills in the court too."
Yeah.
They want to see that. So the fact that, and Jordan, you had a comment. Sunny asked when she said embrace, what do you mean by embrace? And before you answer that, let me read this. So this is what they had to say about Cameron Brink, Sports Illustrated, that is. So she said she's always loved Sports Illustrated, the swimsuit edition. She thinks it's super empowering. We are thrilled to launch. This is Sports Illustrated. We are thrilled to launch our shoot for the season for the 2025 issue with an extraordinary lineup of powerful female athletes. They're in our hometown of Boca Raton. Shout out to West Palm Beach and Palm Beach County. This remarkable group, featuring Olympic gold medalists, world champions, record holders, embodies the next generation of all stars poised to transform the world of sports. They defy stereotypes and champion equality, inspiring young girls to envision themselves both as athletes and leaders. At Sports Illustrated Swimsuit, we've always celebrated the future of women. There is no better way to honor these remarkable achievements than by featuring them on our front page of our issue. And Jordan, if you wanted to, I guess, answer her question, she's talking about embrace. And if actually, I'll answer her first if you don't mind.
Yeah.
So, like for example, Sonny, the fact that we've seen athletes be featured in the Skims commercial, the fact that we've seen
Right.
athletes be featured, especially now in the WNBA, I don't feel like that side was embraced more so than it is being now in this WNBA. So like just embracing the sexy side of the WNBA. Like
Right.
you have people,
Yeah.
Shaquille O'Neal kind of, like you said, Shaquille O'Neal kind of alluded to it already. And
Yeah.
again, This is not us advocating for them to wear booty shorts on the court.
Right.
I'll make that clear. This is not us advocating for anybody to wear booty shorts on the court. But I mean, and it's not even me advocating for them to show more skin. But if you have women, if you have women who feel like they're empowered and they want to feel sexy,
right,
they want to feel more feminine, it's okay.
right.
It's the WNBA. That's what that we, you know,
That's exactly what it is, and that's exactly what I mean. Like, to embrace the, sexy side of the WNBA. If they choose to do so, the Skims commercial is an excellent example. I just think that a lot of times when people bring up, like, they always describe, and you can correct me if I'm wrong or kind of add anything onto what I'm saying, but there's always this sort of, like, notion that these are extremely competitive, women, and that's absolutely true, but there's sort of almost a philosophical rejection of the sexiness of these players,
right.
and we aren't trying to objectify them at all, but I think that this is something that they could lean into a little bit,
Yeah, of course.
especially if it increases viewership.
And it's like, you have a male driven, well, especially now moving forward, you're gonna have a more
Yeah.
male driven audience. And they're
Right.
gonna want to see pretty women play basketball. Like, it's
Right.
not like,
Yeah.
it's like, and
Yeah.
that's okay. That's okay. So Sunny put, I mean, this isn't Cam's choice. The WNBA doesn't have a say in this. The Skims commercial obviously is the WNBA's partner, and that's what we kind of mean, is just embracing that side more,
Right.
and not. It's like everybody doesn't want to see their female athletes or their women athletes strictly
Right.
as just female athletes. Just the same
Right.
way in the NFL or in the NBA, when women watch the NBA or the NFL, they don't want to just only see them playing basketball. They want to see
Yeah.
them working out, or they want to see them doing X, Y, and Z,
Right.
whatever. Like, I can count the amount of times just growing up. My mother used to have a huge crush on Robert Ory, which is the reason why she started watching the Los Angeles Lakers. And I
There
never
was
really
a
felt weird.
Yeah, there was an example almost 20 years ago at the ESPYs when Matthew Perry, rest in peace, made a joke at the ESPYs. Do you remember this, where uh uh he was making a joke about Maria Sharapova, and they uh there was like one of the script spelling bee contestants that, there was this whole joke, was like, spell the word Sharapova, and then the kid was like, can you use it in a sentence, and he's like, I want to date Maria Sharapova, you know
Yeah,
and that definitely helped grow the game.
absolutely.
Kornikova, Paige Spiranek, Paulina Gretzky, even Serena Williams. It's something that would. I mean, the goal is to kind of grow the game. I'm not, advocating for booty shorts or anything like Shaq was. That was quite abrasive. But I think this is something that, would be really good for the league.
Yeah,
And and I'm really happy for Cam that she got this.
and I'm just happy for Cam because, again, she won't always look like this. So the fact that she's
Right,
taking
that's true
advantage
too.
of how she
Yeah.
looks like now, and she wants to say, "Hey, I'm in shape. I look just as good as most of these models that people see," and
Right.
etc. It's okay. Like, Kelsey Plum was in this commercial, Dejanay Carrington, and it's funny, on the NBA side now,
Skyler.
Donovan Mitchell is on this in the Skims commercial. But yeah, Skylar Diggins is also featured. Cameron Brink again, Candace Parker, Dejanay Carrington. Like, if that's what their choice is, and I'm not advocating for them to obviously have an OnlyFans or something crazy as that, but if
Yeah.
they want to show themselves and express themselves in more a liberal way, for a lack of better words, then that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that, and I feel like the WNBA would be more advantageous to embrace it, which
Yeah.
what we have seen with the Skims commercial versus, like, I
Yeah.
guess, fight against it.
It's gonna help grow our brand a lot too.
Oh, for
Because
sure.
I mean, that's their most popular edition of the magazine every year. So
And I've heard a lot of people talking about, oh, who they want to see in the Skims commercial. I'm not gonna answer go too far into that, but what I will say is, again, it's I feel like it's more empowering than it is, like, distasteful in the situation. It's
right.
not like they're not trying to
Yeah.
flaunt these women out to make them like sex symbols versus that they already are, and then people just want to watch them play. So, and obviously Cameron Brink is a baller. Outside of you know having it being featured in Sports Illustrated, that's why she's on the cover. The fact that she's able to to generate a huge following because of her skills on the court, and she also has something, just the whole overall package that people want to see her.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good for her, man. And that's great for the league.
Yeah, shout out to Cameron Brink for that. So again, she killed the Sports Illustrated issue, and we're going to see a lot more athletes moving forward in the future. Hopefully, again, the WNBA doesn't, I guess, put them in a box where they only have to strictly be basketball players for the next 27 years moving forward, right? Versus what they have been kind of progressing towards in this current time.
100%.
All right, Jordan, if you want to go on your next topic, I want to talk about Tyler Marsh. I'm ready for it.
So, Alyssa Thomas has committed to Unrivaled. She is the 31st player to be listed as competing in Unrivaled. I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
I think it'll be interesting. I think she should kind of rest because obviously I feel like her shoulders, she's gonna need the time, but she is the engine. She said she's next up in Unrivaled. Hopefully Alyssa Thomas, just enjoys her time in Miami. I don't want her to do nothing too much while she's down here. Versus just having a good time and just really enjoying herself. She's one of the 5 best players in the game, and the fact that again, Unrivaled has already opened up doors for these types of players to come in the game and just kind of enjoy themselves, especially in a bigger city. Like it'll be fun. I want to shout out to Alyssa. Throw you some mojitos. Oh yeah, I don't know how much they're gonna be drinking over this Unrivaled season, but hopefully they enjoying themselves a little bit. So
they've grabbed a lot of the. I mean, we made our top 25 list a couple weeks ago, but this was the 4th best player in the league on my list, and I think she was 5th on your list. I mean, the only player from the top 5 missing right now is Caitlin Clark.
So Doll just said, who's coming in the Unrivaled next though, because Alyssa Thomas is going to be there.
DeWanna Bonner, yeah, I was thinking the same thing. So, yep. I 100% agree with that. I was gonna say that next, yeah.
Before we see DeWanna Bonner and Unrivaled, we'll definitely be seeing. So shout out to Alyssa Thomas and obviously DeWanna Bonner, who's going to be there in Miami. So shout out to both of them actually. So funny enough, I didn't even think of that until he said it. So it'll be fun. Like again, she should have some time in Unrivaled and enjoying herself. So I think it's a good league. So now we know there's going to be 4 more players announced. 4 more now. They got 4 more spots. She was 31, so then you got 32 as somebody else. So we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'll be Stephanie Dolson. Why do you say it's Stephanie Dolson? He said Stephanie Dolson. Big Mama Steph coming to Miami. That'd be cool.
Is Stephanie Dolson the other? I mean, I would think it's DeWanna, but
he said she's 32. Stephanie Dolson. I'm gonna go look that up right now.
Stephanie was Dolson. That announced like really recently?
I have no clue, June Doll. Unless you got an insider scoop, we're breaking it first here on She Shoots. Stephanie Dolson is Unrivaled. Actually, let's see. Let me see. I'm gonna Google. He said yes. I want to read that because I like her. I've always liked her game. Yeah,
that was 6 hours ago.
Yeah, it was just announced 6 hours ago. She's gonna be in Unrivaled, so that's funny. So shout out to Stephanie Dolson, Big Mama Steph. Shout out to her. Appreciate that, Junbo. But yeah,
there's only 4.
So now it's only 3 more spots. So it's
right.
Gonna be there. So you got who? Caitlin, and then 2 more.
Deladon.
That would be amazing in Deladon.
That would be amazing.
2 players were announced today, Robert said. So yeah, it was Stephanie Dolson and AT.
That would be amazing to get Deladon back in that way. And then Sabrina hasn't been announced yet.
I don't think Sabrina's on Unrivaled, right? No, I don't think Sabrina's Unrivaled.
Or maybe she's not going to play because she was going to try to heal from the shooting hand injury.
I mean, that's
or the offhand injury.
She shouldn't be shooting it. If you're injured, do not play Unrivaled. Just wait to play. Speaking of injured players, and we'll go back to your topic. Tyler Marsh. Tyler Marsh was announced as the Chicago Sky head coach. We got a few clips.
Expected moving.
Bear with us. A few different clips here.
Yeah, I think having a young core certainly helps that. But I think more importantly than anything, we want to be present into this current year coming up, and we want to do what we can to make Chicago a winning franchise in 2025. And we want to set the tone for what's to be expected moving forward. We have those expectations placed upon us. We're not running from that, and we just want to continue to improve. And that starts with, again, being in the moment and doing what we can in 2025, and then we'll let 2026 take care of itself.
He was asked that in regards to saying how does he see the team in 2026 when they're going to have free agents, et cetera, et cetera. But this is the clip I actually wanted to play. This is when
I think
let's see. Hopefully it's not too choppy. I'll play it.
To answer your question specifically, we want Camilla and Angel to be good at what they do already. We want to highlight their strengths. We want to, we also want to continue to improve and figure out ways where they can score easily, where they can still be effective defensively. I think it's important to understand, though, that you know that they're kind of the cornerstones of this franchise, that championship teams are 1-1-12. Everyone has a huge part to play. Everyone has value. Everybody brings value. Doesn't matter how many minutes you play. If you look at our championship team with the Aces, you take someone like a Sidney Colson who could go stretches throughout the season without playing that many games, and then comes in the finals in Game 4, makes a huge contribution there. You look at his past finals with Minnesota, and every game is somebody different. With New York, every game is somebody different, and so that's what we want to create here with Chicago, and everybody knows their importance.
So yeah, it's a little choppy, but he mentioned that he wanted to set trends, and then the reason why I played it is because he mentioned that Angel and Camilla are the franchise cornerstones of his team.
Right.
So the fact that they're trying to build around it, and another thing that he mentioned, there's a lot that he said at this press conference, including that he wants to add shooting and a lot more shooting to the roster.
Right.
So, and then again, he said that I made it clear for me to take this step, it would have to be the right fit with him regarding on leaving. So Tyler Marsh is. What are your thoughts on Tyler Marsh?
Well, he referenced 2026 in that clip, and my first thought was that Teresa Witherspoon only got to think about for 1 year. So to think 2 years ahead. Don't think too far, man, because you might not be here. But I think he's right. I mean, I personally like to build my team from the inside out. However, I think Kennedy Carter is their best player. So, I think they need I think they just need a system that's installed for a fair amount of time. I'm glad that he was one of the first vacancies filled, so that he has time to install and work with all the players. But really, they need a point guard, I think.
So that's funny because a lot of people are saying now they're able to draft. Who am I thinking of? Olivia Miles. But other than that, another thing that I just want to talk about. So he said he wants everybody shooting and a lot more of it. So Michaela Onyeweere, Rachel Banham, Angel Reese, Camilla, he wants all of them shooting, and he wants them shooting a lot more, and he wants to bring in more people that can shoot. And he also talked about setting trends. So I'm like, what trend are you guys trying to set in the Chicago Sky organization? Hopefully, it's the Angel Reese is a point forward trend, because that's something I'm waiting to hear and I'm waiting to see. Jundahl said they should develop over the next 2 years, tank, and then go for the Juju sweepstakes. What are your thoughts about that?
I mean, teams that develop tend to win more. So I don't know how it's hard to develop and fail enough to get. I mean, Juju's gonna probably go number 1, so you got to really do bad. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I guess trust the process. Like, they got to do really bad.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're gonna do as bad as he said. I didn't think that went through. Sorry about that. Yeah, I don't think that they're going to be as bad as people imagine in the next 2 years, because Angel's really good, Camilla's really good, and they're going to be working out on their game. But another reason why he got hired, if I could, it was Jeff Pagliocca, or I forget how to pronounce his name. I'm sorry. Yeah. But he mentioned that Tyler Marsh was A1 when it comes to regards of development and player development.
Right.
So he really wants to see changes out of Camilla and Angel throughout the course of this season upcoming, right?
Right.
So we have to see what he does with his, when he gets his paws on his team. I want to see how they kind of develop. Again, we've already seen Angel in the gym shooting, working on her 3-pointers, just like her coach said. She's been working on her footwork. So again, we're gonna see. I feel like we're gonna see a big change out of this team next year, and I don't know how good they'll be. But I feel like they'll be and I mean, here goes Angel. She's pictured. This is a low post move. I don't know how she's gonna pull that off behind the back in the low post. But I mean, if this is in her bag, that's a good move. And she gotta go faster than that. But that's a good move, though. That's a really good move. So I mean, obviously you gotta go faster than that. That's a good move. So we'll see how they kind of develop in the future. Jundal said, hopefully Angel can develop a lot more during Unrivaled. Yeah. That's the goal. You play more basketball, you're going to get better. So hopefully she will develop into more of an offensive player in the Unrivaled league, especially playing 3-on-3.
Yeah, most definitely. The bully's back though. So at some point you have to go against Alyssa Thomas. So.
Oh, you think? Oh, you not. Angel's gonna be bigger than Alyssa Thomas before the end of next season. So, it's more about what she feels like she can do in the court than Alyssa.
You think
Thomas.
so? I feel like Alyssa's got that grown woman strength.
I mean, right now,
she's really strong.
Right now, yeah. Right now, Alyssa Thomas is stronger than Angel Reese, but it's only she's got to put 10, 15 pounds on her. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's already 6'2". She's already 6'2". Like, Alyssa Thomas has the grown woman strength, and she's bigger right now. But once Angel gets 10, 15 pounds, it's a wrap. And then she adding to her frame, she's going to be, again, y'all are sleeping on her. She's going to be beastly. Don't forget the AT choke slammed her. Again, that was like 10, 15.
That's what I was referencing.
I know exactly what you're referencing. I know.
Yeah.
I know. That, but we'll see. I think of the world of Angel. I think everybody needs an Angel. Shout out to Tasha for that one. But it's just a matter of time, honestly. What I believe with her is more so than, and a lot of people saying, show me. But I feel like it's just a matter of time for she actually just starts to dominate. Jordan, what's your next topic? Let's talk about it then.
So, there was discussion of a potential new team in Austin, and Kathy Engelbert has stated that she's confident that by 2028, they can expand to 16 teams. 16 teams, okay? I mean, my first take on that is, is this growing too fast?
I don't think it's growing too fast. I'm happy it's growing like elite. You're gonna have at least 16 teams by the 2026 season. The only thing I don't like is the location. Austin. That's the only thing I don't, because he said it too. Will they bring in conference titles? I don't know. So Rob was talking about putting in one in Austin because they already have an NBA team in Austin. But I'm like, why would you have a team in Austin versus going to Houston?
Right, that's true.
Like, tell me that. What will be
right? Where are those banners these days? Like are they in someone's closet or something? Like
I'm trying to find that out right now. I'll tell you right now, if like did the Houston Comets get purchased by somebody that like nobody is thinking about, I don't even think they relocated. Did they? Or they just shut it down?
I will say that Austin is a great city if you've never been. I've done paddle boarding on that
South by Southwest.
On that body of water right there. It's pretty cool. Go check it out. Go see the bats under the bridge.
Shout out to Austin.
Yeah, it's. I mean, keep Austin weird. It's a pretty cool place for sure. And it's a pretty cool place. And I mean, I'm sure they would love a WNBA team. So.
Austin 2020-26. So Jundal said, will they bring in conference titles? If not, get rid of the Eastern Western Conference. I don't think that the conferences matter more than scheduling versus like playoff seeding, because we already know it's the 12 best teams. It's not like, or the 8 best teams. It doesn't matter by the conference part in that front.
Right. That's right.
Yeah. So shout out to Austin. If Austin gets a WNBA team before Miami, I'd be a little disappointed, to say the least. A little disappointed. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I love y'all, Austin. I love y'all, Texas, but there's no way y'all get Austin before Miami or even Houston. Like, I feel like Houston and Miami should be on the 2 top.
I know, right?
Bring back cities.
The first 4 championships and those Miami Soul teams, some of them were pretty good, man.
And just Miami's a basketball town now. That's how I think about it. Orlando Miracle, that'd be another team that I want to see get a WNBA franchise, the Orlando Miracle, eventually. So
how about Detroit?
No, Detroit.
No,
actually, the Detroit Shock, yes.
Shock, yeah.
Okay, I was like, because the Pistons are trash, so I don't like
it. Well, the Shock, the Shock were a really good team, So
Robert said something you agree with all the time. They should put the Connecticut Sun in Boston.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, because they're playing in like Rhode Island or like Providence.
Playing in the what was it, the Mohegan Sun? Is it Mohegan Sun?
Yeah, Mohegan Sun is near Rhode Island. If it's not in Rhode Island, it's like right near Rhode Island. So they way up there versus putting them in Boston where they're beloved and they should be. Like every NBA team should have a WNBA reflective, period, and then a G League reflective if able.
Although, it's I mean, having the Connecticut Sun there and then having the Connecticut Huskies there, like that's just a awesome basketball location. Jambari, I think you're muted.
Thank you for that. Boston's already a sports town, so if you don't already have like an established fan base, it's okay because if you bring a team in, they're gonna watch. Jundahl said, "Doesn't Jason Tatum want to bring a team into St. Louis?"
He does.
That answer is yes. There hasn't been a professional basketball team in St. Louis. I want to say since the St. Louis was a Spirit. I forget the name of that team, but there's the NBA team or an ABA team.
Yeah.
The Spirit of St. Louis. I want to say back in the late 70s.
Yeah, I think it was the 60s. Yeah.
They haven't had a team in St. Louis in a minute. So, and it's dangerous. I love St. Louis, but it's a dangerous place, bro. Especially if you're talking about downtown St. Louis, where the Cardinals be playing at. They're shooting. They're shooting at the Cardinals game. Sure. Oh, they're shooting at the Cardinals games every game. So it's like you gotta be real careful in St. Louis. So shout out to St. Louis though. If you're from there and you made it from, I appreciate y'all. Real talk. It's a dangerous city, man. Don't I love St. Louis though. Don't get it twisted. All right. Moving forward, I mean, speaking of danger, Rickea Jackson, one of the most dangerous scorers in the game. She signed with Beats by Dre. This was her commercial. What are your thoughts about obviously
look you like the
and the fact that now we see these WNBA athletes getting ready and they're in the limelight, whether that be on social media. And a shout out to bringing back athlete commercials because here she is with Beats by Dre. Love to see it. Rickea Jackson doing her thing. And I love this part.
Spent that in a week. Look you like the bet, my diamonds wet just like my mid-range. Try to one-on-one with me, but we are not the same.
I really can't miss.
She can't miss. And she really don't. She don't miss. She's one of the 30 most efficient scorers in the WNBA. What are your thoughts about obviously Rickea Jackson and the fact that we now have we got a lot more athletes getting these endorsements.
Dude, this is great, man. Like they're breaking through. I mean, I love Rickea. I think she's gonna be one of the best scorers in the league in the next couple of years, if not. I mean, she's definitely got all-star level talent. She's awesome, man. She's a great player, and we're gonna be seeing a lot of her, in the future. Once the Sparks pick up Paige Beckers, this is gonna be a playoff team.
Hopefully, even if they don't, she's still gonna do her thing and score. Yeah. Even if they don't. But shout out to Rickea because she's always been killing. I mean, I'm not gonna say too much, but shout out to Rickea because she is an amazing player, and the fact that she's like over the course of this WNBA season, she's just developed into a really solid number one type of option. I'm not saying she can or can't be one in the future, but like I was here for this game where she scored a career high 25 points, and like I was talking to Coach Miller before the game about this. She needs to get more aggressive. He was saying that, and he told her, he's like, hey, you need to shoot the ball more. And this is what I was saying, Jordan. This is the game where I was like, damn, she really could be one of the best scorers in this class because she was shooting threes, and that's not something that she really does. Yeah, like she had 4 or 5 threes this game. She had 25 points, but she made most of them. So I'm like, if she's able to do that, and here she is playing defense, like it's only a matter of time before she just connects. Like she's really talented. If you don't know like how talented she is. Ravart says, is the draft lottery this weekend? The answer to that question is yes. But there's nothing on the court that Kia can't do. Shout out to the Kia boys. Because she a hooper, man. She's real. That's if you don't know, that's the name of her fan base, the Kia boys. So shout out to her. It's true. Absolutely true. That's the name of her fan base, the Kia boys. So I don't know if you could be a female and still be, or a woman and still be called the Kia boy, but that's the name of her fan base, the Kia boy. Jordan, what we got up next?
The last thing I got in my notebook is the WNBA and the Aces are pushing to dismiss the Dearica Hamby case. That's the last thing I got.
They're not. So again, if y'all don't give Dearica Hamby everything that she asked for and then some, WNBA, y'all are scumbags.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to hear that. You protect pregnant women and protect their rights. Protect women's rights. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I
Like,
know. It's
there's-
so messed up.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason why she shouldn't win the award. You know, the lawsuit first and foremost. And like, as much as she's done for this league, she's already a champion. She's one of the most accomplished players in this league. Funny enough, she didn't even want to play basketball. I want to say she's like picked the basketball late, and like again, she just has transformed herself into a really great player in this league.
Can you imagine going through all this stuff and then you come to Los Angeles and then you have your best statistical season ever?
Absolutely.
You know,
I can't imagine. No, but she absolutely had her best statistical season this year.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely.
What a
Dearica Hamby,
comeback.
that's one of my favorite players in the WNBA.
Yeah.
She could do everything. Shoot, pass, dribble. She can score off the bounce. She's a great teammate,
Yeah.
great leader. She's super humble, down to earth. Like she is awesome. There's not enough great words that I could say about Dearica Hamby. Like I love speaking with her. I love talking with her. Great, like A1. She's that class personified, A1 type of person. I love her. And like y'all need to whatever she's asking for, give her that and then some. Like there's no reason why the WNBA should be even putting this in the competition with her. So
Right.
shout out to D Hamby for that. Jordan, if you want to go with your closing thoughts, we're good. Yeah, we're good. And everybody on TikTok, I appreciate y'all. This is a close one, but also everybody on TikTok, we're gonna be interviewing Curt Miller soon. So Curt Miller from the Dallas Wings, the new assistant GM, or I'm sorry, the new general manager of the Wings. We're gonna be interviewing him soon. I want to say it's gonna be this Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Just what I'll tell y'all is to get a lookout for that. We'll be speaking to him about the draft lottery and which way that they're going to be going, the Dallas Wings, whether they're going to be going big or they're going to go small,
Right.
and the plans that they have for their team. You know, so we will be speaking with him. So make sure y'all lock in on that. Moreau Sports Media. I appreciate that, Bart. You can look up the interview on Moreau Sports Media. We'll be getting clips from the interview on that here as well. So y'all will be able to listen to it on TikTok.
Check out the YouTube.
Yeah, and of course on YouTube. Make sure you're on YouTube. Let us know which athletes y'all want us to speak to or players y'all want to speak to, coaches. Like, let us know. I always put it in the chat. Let us know who y'all want us to speak to. I'd love to hear your suggestions, whether it be college. I mean, obviously I want to go to the WNBA. But if you have collegiate players you want to speak us to now, that's fine. But I'd rather go to the WNBA right now. So let us know who y'all want us to speak to. But yeah, we're gonna be speaking with Curt Miller. Y'all take a look out for that. And what are you gonna say, Jordan?
Those are my closing thoughts. Just to remind everybody that we're talking to Curt Miller this Sunday.
Yeah, absolutely. So those are my closing thoughts with that as well. Episode 52. This is short and sweet. Make sure y'all go get this the Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition from Cam Brink. Make sure y'all show your support to Tyler Marsh. Go buy a pair of the Rickea Beats by Dre. And from there, we good, man. We appreciate you, Jordan. That's episode 52. We out of here.
Take care.
Deuces.